Dr. Douglas Robinson, podiatrist, Campbell, California. Let's talk about unhealthy toenails. Summer's just around the corner, and just curious if your mate is saying, oh my God, it's sandal season and your toes look horrific. So embarrassing. And sometimes they're uncomfortable and they're very difficult to trim and they're worsening. Do your toes look presentable like this? Or do you have one nail that's embarrassing that looks like this? Or do you have one or multiple nails that look like this or worse? So when you come in for this condition, I get a sample of the nail. I send that to a laboratory so we can determine, is it secondary to a fungus known as onychomycosis? Is it from yeast, mold, bacteria, microtrauma, or psoriasis? That culture will determine whether or not you actually do have an infection, and it's rated on a 3-point scale, 1 being mild, 2 being moderate, 3 being severe, and then that'll help us to create a defense to cure this. So there's oral medicines, which is the gold standard, most effective, Lamisil being the gold standard for oral medications. And there's topicals, and there's lots of topicals out there. And most of the topicals work fair, not nearly as well as the oral medicine. And if your nail is, if you only have one nail and it's mild, then a topical could actually do a decent job for you. The problem is there's burnout. When you're using just topical medicines and you don't see results readily, you tend to lose interest and go, there's no hope for this. So this is how we take care of this condition, by evaluating it. And then we put in place either oral or topical or combination therapy to give you the most optimal outcome. Whatever that treatment in place does, you basically have to grow out the nail. So if your nail happens to look like this on day number 1, at least 3 months out, you'll start seeing that the nail at the base down here will start to clear up. Slowly, slowly. So this is after 3 months, you start seeing that the nail is getting clear, but you have to keep treating this until you get a clear nail. Now, most of the orals, Lamisil is the one that we prescribe most often. You're only on it for 3 months, and you need to let this continue to grow out without being on that medicine further. It's also very important that you have enough room in your shoes so that there's a buffer zone so that your toes aren't at the very tip like this, causing micro pressure to the toes, that there's a little zone so that your toes have room to move so there's less impact. So treatment of toenail fungus can be anywhere from 6 months up to 18 months. So why not take action now and don't wait till summer when it's already too late and wait for the following year, but act upon it now. So that's how we take care of fungal toenails. I'm Dr. Douglas Robinson. Please take care of yourself and each other.